what's up guys? Bajheera here. Got another gym video for you guys, but first, I'd like to give a huge congratulations and of course thank you to Kentucky Fried Fitness. He is the winner of our Cellucor sample pack giveaway that was hosted on our last progress update video. So thanks for the support, man. Really appreciate that, and congratulations on your Cellucor sample pack. All you gotta do is just send me a YouTube message and we'll get your information all squared away and get that sent off to you as soon as possible. But anyway, man, thanks again and congratulations. But for today, this is gonna be a video of a pretty beast mode leg day that I had. This is actually not my most recent leg day, but the one before that. And the reason I want to show you this one, obviously because I recorded this one, but this was also a really good example for me personally of what I can do when I sort of cook up a mental framework, a sort of visualization. I'm not exactly sure what to call it, but I'll give you some give you an idea of exactly what it is that I'm using to motivate myself on my absolute biggest workouts. And this applies to, you know, I used to do this with my chest workouts. I still do this from time to time with my deadlifts. Anything that's going to require near maximal effort, you know, effort that is beyond just approaching the weights and performing the exercise. This is where you really want to dig in, really want to give your absolute best to the set or to the workout. And for me, you know, that requires a little bit extra. And in order for me to get that little bit extra, I put myself in the mindset, or in a mindset, where what I'm doing matters beyond just completing the reps, beyond the purpose of, okay, if I do this, you know, this will help me towards my goals, even though that is really motivating, and that is something that is extremely motivating for me sometimes. You know, I remember in the past, I've repeated to myself, you know, while I'm doing my most intense workouts, that this is when it matters. This is when you become your true self. And I think I've even made videos about that before. But when I find an especially motivating thought frame, you know, this is something that I want to share with you guys. And it might not always resonate with you the same way it resonates with me, but you know, these gym videos are not only supposed to be somewhat helpful for you guys. Like, I'm not a personal trainer, I'm not, you know, an expert in this kind of stuff, but I am more than happy to share with you my fitness journey along with things that have helped me out. So like I said, when I have motivational, you know, ideas, motivational frameworks, motivational visualizations, it's something I want to share with you because it might be helpful to you, but it also is just interesting because this is kind of like a little bit of a vlog for me. You're charting my progress, charting things that I think are neat about my fitness journey. But anyway, so I'm digging into the squats right now. This is 205, and I'm really starting by this point to really dial in, to really focus, because it's not the heaviest I'm going to go for the day, but it is getting, you know, to that point where the challenge is starting to sort of meet that point where you have to make the decision on your own to break through and really start to engage with whatever it is that you've got inside of you to help you finish these sets. And I started off with 145s, get warmed up. I would have 185, and I do 205, and I do, you know, at least 2 sets at each weight bracket, but I might do more. And as you're, if you guys have been watching my videos for a while now, you're noticing that like something like 235 is something I only used to be able to do for like, I don't know, 8, and now I'm doing it for 12 and even sometimes 13 reps. So that's pretty awesome. I'm happy. I'm definitely feeling the increase in food. You know, I'm not dieting anymore. I'm not always in a deficit. I'm in a surplus, and I'm feeling that surplus, and it feels good. It feels good to be strong. It feels good to have energy. You know, energy upon energy. You know, you perform your main sets, and then when you think when you think it's starting to get difficult, you do have the option, and you do have, you know, the mental option to push past that and accomplish more than you thought you could initially. You know, you let your body take over a little bit. You just force your body to do maybe what it didn't think it could do. It's kind of, I'm not really sure which one comes first for me. And obviously the mental motivation comes in, but you know, when your body can follow through on that mental motivation, that feels good. But in terms of my motivation, this is kind of one of the things I wanted to talk about. But you guys know me, I like to ramble in these videos. One of the main things for me that has been the most motivating, and it's just something that has come up in the past like 3-4 leg days, is this is what I'm thinking. Is that if you guys have seen the movie Troy, you guys know how in the beginning of the movie, this isn't really a spoiler, in the beginning of the movie, they're in a situation where 2 giant kingdoms are about to go to war, and instead of, you know, having all-out battle with, you know, their thousands of soldiers that, you know, thousands and millions could be killed or whatever, instead of doing that, they decide to send out their best guy to, you know, each side sends out their best guy, and one side sends out their guy named Boagrius, this, like, you know, 8-foot tall, huge dude, and then the other side sends out Achilles. And, you know, whatever happens in Troy, that's one thing. But what has sort of been motivating me recently is I'm sort of putting myself in the mindset that, for whatever reason, my family, my extended family, is, you know, coming under siege by some other, you know, force or whatever. Some other kingdom, some other tribe, whatever. And I am the one being sent out to defend my family, not only their honor, but their lives. And for me, you know, that empowers me with the feeling that what I do matters. It empowers me with the feeling that I am sort of representing something beyond myself. What I'm doing means something beyond just my own actions. You know, it has greater importance. And it also, you know, motivates me just because, like, you know, that's the thrill, that's the intensity of battle. You know, I have to perform these squats and kill these people who are trying to attack my family, and especially on my most, you know, my most intense sets. And what's most motivating to me has been, you know, as I'm, you know, tightening my belt, I have the thought that, you know, my dad is helping me put on this armor, right? You know, if you're being sent out into battle, you know, maybe it would be your father who is the one who is, you know, the last one you talk to before you go to fight. You know, he's helping you put on your armor. And in my mind, you know, as I'm tightening my belt, he's helping me, like, put on my shoulder pads or whatever it is that I'm doing. And he's, you know, understandably, he has tears in his eyes, but he has tears in his eyes, and he's telling me that he's proud of me, and to fight with glory, to fight with honor, to fight powerfully, and he'll see me, he'll see me again, right? And so, and I love my dad. My dad is the coolest guy, and he's been like, you know, he coached my basketball team. He's always been a huge supporter of me. So to have that thought in my mind that, like, you know, I'm fighting for my father, and my father, you know, wants me to obviously survive, that's huge for me. So when I'm approaching these biggest lifts, you know, my biggest sets where I'm doing 225 for 10, something like that, when I just did, you know, I like to finish off with a one rep of 315 at the end, just to stay solid. I don't know. It's more of a mental thing. It's more just something for fun for me. One set of 315. But anyway, when I'm approaching those biggest sets, that's what has been my motivational framework for me, is putting myself in that situation where I am being sent out to fight for the lives of my family. And then, you know, this workout especially, that's when, you know, I was envisioning my dad helping me put on my armor with tears in his eyes, telling me that he's proud of me. And if that doesn't get you pumped up, then I don't know, man. That got me ready to freaking kill. So I was hammering these sets, and I was really proud because not just a short while ago I was doing, you know, 225 for like 6, and that was just about as good as I could do. And now I'm hammering out like 6 sets of 225 for 10 reps. And, you know, part of that's food, you know, I'm getting more energy going. Part of that's just, I've been putting in a lot of work for a long time, and that strength is coming along nicely now. Part of it is I'm changing my philosophy where I am trying to get more reps in, so I do more reps at lower weights, and that allows me to do more reps at higher weights, you know, and that's good for me, and I'm happy about that. But a big part of that, I think, is making what I do matter far beyond just the activity, right? So, you know, your workouts are gonna do more for you than just, you know, this one day of workouts. They're gonna do more for you than you're, you know, even envisioning for your overall progress. And in order for me to get the most out of my workouts, you know, I'm making it matter in some imaginary setup. But that's what you gotta do. You gotta find a way to transcend. Because if there's one thing I feel like, if you're able to find some way to, you know, transcend the amount of effort you feel like you can give, then that is the way that you're gonna make the most progress. But anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Peace!